Steel strings hum on a quiet night, a lonesome road under pale moonlight. You left that town with a borrowed Ford, a map half torn, and a prayer to the Lord. Mama waved from the porch in tears, said, "Son, come back in a couple years." But years rolled by like a freight train sound. You don't always get to turn around. Dust roads and old letters, hearts tied up in simple tethers, every mile a memory song of where you came and where you've gone. Dust roads and old letters, holding on through stormy weather, every line in faded ink says more than what we dare to think. Met a girl in a roadside bar, she laughed like she'd outrun every scar. They danced till dawn, boots on wood. For a moment, life felt good, but dreams can fade in neon light. When morning comes, they lose their fight. Dust roads and old letters, hearts tied up in simple tethers, every mile a memory song of where you came and where you've gone. Dust roads and old letters, holding on through stormy weather, every line in faded ink says more than what we dare to think. Years later, by a mailbox stand, a trembling note in his weathered hand, Mama's words from long ago, still the only truth he knows. Dust roads and old letters, time don't make it any better, but it teaches you to see what your heart was meant to be. Dust roads and old letters guide you home through any weather, every road comes back around to the love you nearly drowned. That old Ford rests by a willow tree, and he's finally where he's meant to be. Pull up a chair, rest them boots a minute. Got a story that this county knows by heart, about a man rode in from land, old country, with a worn-out Bible and a fresh healed scar. His eyes were gray as winter morning, his hands were steady and his word was stone. Never told a soul where he was headed, said the Lord had work he couldn't leave alone. The town was bleeding dry from drought and desperation. Them railroad men had bought up every deed. The sheriff wore a badge for whoever paid his wages, so a whole lot of good folks had a whole lot of need. Cole Harlan walked the main street in the twilight, tipped his hat to every soul he'd ever known, fed the widow barns and fixed the schoolhouse windows, never asked for nothing, never left a stone. Oh, they cursed him and they crowned him in the same breath. Some called him devil, some called him divine. But when the darkness came riding into Caldwell, Cole Harlan drew the only kind of line. September brought them riders out of Laredo, 12 men hired by the railroad's eastern hand. Cole walked out to meet them in the darkness, with nothing but a lantern and his faith. He stood there in the road without a weapon, just that old light swaying gentle in his hand. 12 hired guns pulled leather in the moonlight, facing one still man upon the land. Cole Harlan stood the main street in the darkness, tipped his hat to men who'd come to take it all. Didn't draw, didn't flinch, he didn't waver, just held that lantern high enough for God to call. Oh, they cursed him and they crowned him in the same breath. Some called him devil, some called him divine. But when the darkness came riding into Caldwell, Cole Harlan drew the only kind of line. They found no body and no footprints leaving, just the lantern sitting cold upon the ground. And every time this town has faced its darkness, we ask ourselves what Cole Harlan would do. Cole Harlan walked the main street into legend, tipped his hat to everything he'd given here, fed the widow barns and fixed the schoolhouse windows, left this town a story worth the years. Oh, they cursed him and they crowned him in the same breath. Some called him devil, some called him divine. But when the darkness came riding into Caldwell, Cole Harlan drew the only kind of line. handed back my keys on a Monday morning. Left my 9 to 5 without a word goodbye. Threw my only suit coat in the dumpster, and I pointed this old Ford toward open sky. Got a quart tank of gas and half an ocean. Got a road atlas that's older than my boots. Got a thermos full of coffee and a question that I've been running from since my youth. They said, boy, you'll never make it on your lonesome. They said, son, a man needs roots to make him whole. But every root they tried to plant inside me just felt like a fence around my soul. Not desperate, this is a man at peace. So I got nowhere left to be. And Lord, it feels like heaven. Got no clock to punch, no promises to keep. Got the whole wide world before me like a sermon, and the highway humming low beneath my feet. Nowhere left to be, nowhere left to be. Just the wind and me, and nowhere left to be. Stopped at Ruby's Diner outside Tucumcari, dusty little place with coffee black as night. Ruby's girl asked me where I was headed. I just laughed and said I hadn't got it right. She said, mister, you look happier than anyone who's walked through that old door in quite some time. I said, darling, that's 'cause I quit asking questions and started letting the road ride every line. They said, boy, you'll never make it on your lonesome. But lonesome's just a word for being free. And every mile I put between me and that old life is another mile of being finally me. Got nowhere left to be, and Lord, it feels like heaven. Got no clock to punch, no promises to keep. Got the whole wide world before me like a sermon, and the highway humming low beneath my feet. Nowhere left to be, nowhere left to be. Just the wind and me, and nowhere left to be. Now I ain't saying every man should do what I done. Lord knows some men need a porch and a yard. But I was born with restless in my bloodstream, and fighting what you're born with is just hard. Some men find their God inside four walls on Sunday. Some find him in a child's laugh or a wife's hand. Me, I find him in the way the desert opens right before the sun comes up across the land. Got no nowhere left to be. And Lord, it feels like heaven. Got no clock to punch, no promises to keep. Got the whole wide world before me like a sermon, and the highway humming low beneath my feet. Nowhere left to be, nowhere left to be. Just the wind and me, and nowhere left to be. I spent my 20 years in smoky card rooms, traded everything I had for one more hand. Left my mama's porch when I was barely 20. Told myself I was too big for this small land. I drank the kind of whiskey that burns questions, ran with men whose names I can't recall, built my wall so high that nobody found me, till the night I had no further left to fall. It was January cold outside of Baton Rouge. A little church was lit against the frozen night. I fell down in the mud beside the gravel, too broken, too ashamed to go inside. But grace found me in the mud outside that chapel. Grace found me when I wasn't even looking. Grace found me with my face down in the gravel, when every prayer I'd ever known I had forsaken. Oh, I wasn't worth the finding, Lord, I wasn't worth the cost. But grace don't ask a sinner if he's worthy to be found. Grace just finds the lost. Through that cracked and frosted window came a chorus, a song my mama sang beside my bed. I thought I had forgotten every word of it, but every single syllable filled my head. 20 years of running hit me all at once, like a river breaking through a rotten dam. I didn't ask for gold or second chances, just asked the Lord to help me find who I am. I knelt there in that frozen Louisiana mud. No congregation, no collection plate, no pew, just a ruined man and one unanswered question, and a God who'd been waiting the whole time I withdrew. And grace found me in the mud outside that chapel. if he's worthy to be found. Grace just finds the lost. I ain't gonna tell you that I turned out perfect. I ain't gonna say the road got easy after that. But I walked up to my mama's door that April, and she opened it before I even knocked. She said, "Son, I knew you'd find your way back home to me." Said, "I prayed for you every single night." I said, "Mama, I got lost so far out in the darkness." She said, "Baby, that's just how we find the light." 'Cause grace found me in the mud outside that chapel. Grace found me when I wasn't even looking. Oh, grace found me with my face down in the gravel, when every prayer I'd ever known I had forsaken. Oh, I wasn't worth the finding, Lord, I wasn't worth the cost. But grace don't ask a sinner if he's worthy to be found. Grace just finds the lost. The sirens were a whisper in the canyon far behind, with a bag of dusty dollars and a heavy troubled mind. I stole a rusted Chevy just to make the border gate, running from the choices that I made a little late. Oh, I crossed the line in Laredo with the devil on my heels, trading in my conscience for the spinning of the wheels. I'm a ghost upon the highway, I'm a name upon the page, just another outlaw locked inside a golden cage. The desert sun is biting like a hound upon my track, and I know there ain't no mercy if I ever hit it back. I left a girl in Austin with a ring and half a lie. Now I'm staring at the vultures in the Texas summer sky. There's no water in the canteen, and the gas is running low. Oh, I crossed the line in Laredo with the devil on my heels, trading in my conscience for the spinning locked inside a golden cage. Rain taps slow on a tin roof line. Old wind chimes keeping time. Mama's porch still smells like wood, like every memory somehow should. Your old chair still creaks the same. Every drop still says your name. Ain't much changed in this old town, just me walking all alone now. In this back porch rain, I call your name, but the silence answers just the same. All these letters I never sent still say what my heart once meant. Boots still rest by the door, like you might walk in once more. Coffee cup sits where you stayed, like time just stopped and never changed. If I could turn these clouds around, I'd bring you back to this small town. But rain keeps falling all the same, and I'm still here calling your name. In this back porch call your name, but the silence answers just the same. All these letters I never sent still say what my heart once meant. So I sit here watching skies turn gray, hoping you'll come back someday. still winds the same as always. The mailbox leans a little more than before. The oak tree Daddy planet's taller than the rooftop, and the paint's been peeling off that old front door. I left this place when I was barely 20. Told myself I'd build something worth being proud. Sent some money home the first few Christmases. Then I let the silence swallow every vow. And there's his coat still hanging on the hook inside the hallway, and there's his boots still sitting muddy by the door. And I'm standing in the driveway like a stranger at the only place I've ever called my own before. But the porch light's still on, like he knew I'd be coming. The rocking chair still sits beside the door. This old house ain't much to look at from the outside, but Lord, I never needed anything more. Every crack along these walls has got a story. Every warped and weathered board has got a name. I left here looking for a better somewhere. Took me 20 years to find I felt the same. I used to hate the way the third step creaked at midnight. I used to hate the drafts that came through every wall. I used to wish we had the neighbor's newer farmhouse. Now I'd give most anything to hear that old step call. I found his chair beside the living room window, the armrest smooth from 40 years of his hands. I sat down in that chair and lost 20 years in a moment. Felt like a boy who's finally old enough to understand. He never had a new truck or a bankroll worth of counting. Never had a suit coat or a second pair of shoes. But every single morning he was there when I was waking. And some men leave you rich by what they never let you lose. 'Cause the porch light's still on, like he knew I'd be coming. The rocking chair still sits beside the door. This old house ain't much to look at from the outside, but Lord, I never needed anything more. Every crack along these walls has got a story. Every warped and weathered board has got a name. I left here looking for a better somewhere. Took me 20 years to find I felt the same. They say home is where they have to take you in. I say home is where you finally take yourself. It ain't the walls or windows or the rooftop. It's the place that puts you back up on the shelf. But the porch light's still on, like he knew I'd be coming. The rocking chair still sits beside the door. This old house ain't much to look at from the outside, but Lord, I never needed anything more. Every crack along these walls has got a story. Every warped and weathered board has got a name. I left here looking for a better somewhere. Took me 20 years to find I felt the same.